Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a very interesting video. It looks like James Gunn and Peter Safran are currently thinking about possibly adding Matt Reeves' Batman as their main Batman for the DCU. I'll give you guys my opinion on this whole thing, but just a reminder, this is not like an official statement. It's not that Robert Pattinson's Batman is for sure joining the DCU as Batman. It is just an idea right now, and this whole discussion is happening right now due to an article that was just posted by Variety. So in the article it says, a well-placed source says James Gunn and Peter Safran are exploring the possibility of incorporating filmmaker Matt Reeves' iteration of Batman with actor Robert Pattinson into their wider universe, basically meaning that the DCU Batman is going to be Matt Reeves' Batman. Now that is a huge bit of news. Like, yes, this is just like an idea being shot around by James Gunn and Peter Safran right now, but that is a big decision. Right from the get-go, Warner Brothers said that Matt Reeves' Batman universe was going to be its own separate thing. They were going to be building a Batverse, but then the big shakeup with David Zaslav happened. He hired James Gunn and Peter Safran to essentially reboot the DC universe. Now they haven't said if they're actually going to reboot it, meaning like, you know, right from scratch, but it's definitely on the table. Like, they are definitely considering that. That is a fact. But let's talk about bringing Robert Pattinson's Batman into the DCU, because honestly, I think it is a great idea. Right now, the DCU doesn't really have a Batman. Like, Ben Affleck has a couple of cameos that are filmed and ready to go if they decide to use them, but he's not going to be our Batman for like 10-15 years. You're going to need a younger actor, someone that is going to be committed to the role for multiple films and cameos and other movies. Ben Affleck is just not going to be that guy. Like, I love Ben Affleck as Batman, but he is just not going to be the future face of Batman going forward in the DCU. Robert Pattinson is younger. He's coming right off of a fantastic movie. It was very successful too, and a lot of people really liked it. So it makes sense to bring that Batman into the DCU. You have a Batman that people really like. The DCU is going to need a Batman, so in my opinion, it's a no-brainer. Just bring him right over. Something else that was really interesting that I saw, it was a fan theory of how they could reboot the DCU. What I saw is that they could use the Flash movie as a way to reboot the DCU, and the Flash could reboot the timeline, making the Batman the first movie in the DCU. I think that would be really cool, and it would be a solid start to your new DCU, and I think that makes perfect sense, starting your new cinematic universe with the most popular character you have, which is Batman. One thing that this would mean is that Matt Reeves' separate Bat universe wouldn't be going forward. He would essentially have to broaden it out to invite other superheroes and other DC related stuff coming into his universe that he created, which in interviews he said that wasn't really his intention. Like, people are always asking him, like, are we gonna see Superman? Are we gonna see other heroes and villains pop up in your properties? And he said, no, that wasn't my intention, but I think if the money's right and the story's right, he will definitely consider it, and I think it would be great. Like, imagine a really ground level Batman where, you know, he's taking on just mob bosses and stuff, and he's thinking that's like a big deal, essentially, and then he starts realizing there's aliens and there's just super powered individuals everywhere, and he's like, oh my goodness, this is not what I'm prepared for here. So then he has to level up. I think that would be such a fantastic story if Bruce Wayne is like, you know what, I need to get better training, I need to be a better fighter, I need to have better gadgets, better vehicles, and then maybe he could go train with the League of Shadows and Ra's al Ghul to level up and be a better fighter to take on these superpowered threats. And I think this would work really cool story-wise too. Like, just imagine Matt Reeves' Batman, this really ground level guy who's just taking on street thugs, really. Then he realizes, like, oh my goodness, there is so much going on around the world right now, and I just picture it like this in my head. Like, just picture Matt Reeves' Batman thinking, you know, he's the guy who took down the Riddler, he's, you know, really confident now, he's beating up these street level thugs, and then he realizes, like, whoa, like, you just picture him opening a door to the whole DC universe. He's like, oh my goodness, Superman, Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, gods, aliens. It would be such a cool moment having Batman realize, like, he is just a little fish in the sea, and he's got to train and get better to level up to the level of the other people in this future universe. I think that would be really cool, and I think James Gunn really likes the Batman movie, and if you're gonna make a cinematic universe, you gotta do it with a story that's cohesive. I know a lot of people really want Matt Reeves' Batman as like its own separate thing, which I think would be awesome, but at the same time, the DCU needs a Batman. You have a successful Batman that a lot of people like. I think it just makes a lot of sense. Instead of having Matt Reeves as Batman, then you have a new Batman in the DCU. I think it just makes a lot of sense, and I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with my opinion, but let me know what you guys think down below. But just the fact that they're thinking about it right now means that they have plans in place if they do go forward with this idea. Personally, I love that fan theory of the Flash movie just resetting the timeline, and then The Batman is the first movie in the DCU, starting at the ground layer with Batman beating up thugs, street level, then just progressing and getting crazier, you know, with aliens and supervillains and all of the good stuff that we love DC for. I think it just would be a fantastic story starting at ground level with Batman and just working their way up and expanding the universe like that. Like, it would be amazing seeing Matt Reeves as Batman meet Superman, but I am a little bit conflicted because I would like a darker side to DC, meaning like the Matt Reeves' corner of the universe, making a whole Bat universe. But then at the same time, I'm like, I love that Batman, and I think he would be amazing with the future of the DCU, meeting all of those characters and everything, and just expanding his universe. So either way, I think I'm fine with the decision if they want to integrate him with the future DCU or just have him as his own separate thing. But now that I'm thinking about it, like, how cool would it be if Robert Pattinson's Batman just sees all of this stuff happening and he's like, whoa, I need to level up, and then goes to the League of Shadows and starts to train there? It would be very, very cool, but I am just super excited to see what the future of the DCU is going to look like, and if they do want to bring Robert Pattinson's Batman in the mix. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that James Gunn is going to bring Robert Pattinson into his DCU, or do you think Matt Reeves is going to get his own separate Batverse? Let me know down below. If you guys are new to the channel, I post videos daily about Marvel and DC, so if you guys want to stay up to the latest news and rumors, make sure you subscribe. I'll be seeing Avatar tomorrow and reviewing that, so stay tuned for that as well. Other than that, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.